Welcome to my review of the Orby TV. This is a prepaid $40 a month satellite service, and their dish is quite big. It's like a DirecTV dish. It's about the same size, give or take. You buy the receiver for $100 for the basic receiver from Best Buy, and then you go online and you can buy a professional install, or you could buy the self-install kit, in which this was the self-install kit. The professional install is about $150 plus tax, and they'll come out and set it all up and do everything like that. This right here is just my temporary setup, consisting of an old drawbridge to a swing set that we got from my neighbor, an old engine head to our Fiero that we're restoring, and an old brick. And I just did this right here as just a temporary thing to see how good it works. So when you do the self-install kit, you get this in a great big box, and I mean this box is taller than my daughter, and it's probably up to my chest, and I'm almost 6 foot. It'll consist of the eye, this, arm, the dish, everything here. But here's the catch. It's all in pieces, and there are no instructions in the box. So when you go to install this, if you're not familiar with how to do it, yes, you could download the PDF on the website on exactly what's what for the self-install. But I did this without knowing that until after the fact. The service isn't bad. It's $100 for the receiver by itself, for the basic receiver. The self-install kit, like I said, is about $70. And then for the DVR, it's like $200 up front. And then it's like a $4 service fee a month. So $40 a month, you get a good list of channels. So as you can see, they're not, it's not too bad for the $40 a month. Now, you will get what you pay for. The elevation is kind of low. It's only at like 26 degrees or so, 25 and a half degrees high. So, as you can kind of see, it is foggy out this morning. But, the service isn't bad. You're going to get what you pay for. So, like yesterday, it was pretty clear. And it was kind of, you do kind of get some pixelizations on some things. Your locals are free because they include an antenna, which I don't have up yet. Right now I have that TV antenna there for our bedroom, which works just fine. I might integrate that antenna into this system and not use theirs. But if you do have Dish Network, their posts, their mounts, will not work for theirs. Now, if you have DirecTV, those will. Like I said, this is more like a DirecTV setup, just different brand. So let me show you the receiver and show you my signal. So here's the basic receiver. It's not very big. I'll show you, for those of you that are familiar with the Nintendo 64 cartridge. There you go. So you can see it's not very big. And it's just a basic receiver, and nothing fancy to it. Swing this around. So there is a SIM card that you activate. This is all prepaid, like I said before. You do have Ethernet, a USB, HDMI out, composite out, and then your antenna in, and your power adapter. And that right there is the remote to the system. So it's not very big, and it's actually pretty easily laid out. Now this remote does also work for the DVR, even though we only have just the basic receiver. This remote will do both. Replacement remote on the website is like 20 bucks. So as you can see, it doesn't come in too bad. It's not all that bad of a picture either. You can go to the menu. Some of the some of the settings here. And I'll show you the antenna signal here. So when you go to do this, install yourself, you can buy a signal meter off the website for like 20 bucks. I didn't do that because technically you don't need it. You can do all the information you need to look up right from dishpoint.com. Type in your location and it will tell you in that PDF, and I'll put a link to that PDF in the description. It'll tell you what satellite to look for. So I mean, you'll have SQ and SS when you're doing it on the setup, which is signal strength and signal quality. Obviously, you want to try to get the better, the higher the better. But I've used this on a pretty cloudy day when it was also foggy out, and the signal was still right about where it's at now. Now, you'll see some reviews of people saying, well, on cloudy days it's been terrible, it's just been out, it doesn't work for nothing. Not the case. It all depends on where the dish is located. So, I mean, you do get all the channels showing up in your guide. For example, I know we don't get the military history. And so when you go to that channel, you'll get this message here. Basically saying if you upgrade to the $50 package, you can get this one. Which I'm not going to do. So if you find the review helpful, give me a thumbs up. Have a good one.